Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel, and look who it is, KJ!
I'm back.
He's back.
All right.
So, here we are today on Saturday, rounding up our questions yet again. Faith and KJ back at it. So, without further ado, let's just jump right into Monday.
Okay, what do we got?
Monday's question was, do you lease or buy your cars? Well, people answer of either one that they do, and either one could have like pros and cons to them. If you are a business, then leasing would be smarter. But personally, for personal use, I think that buying a car would be smarter. I mean, in the beginning when you lease a car, personally, it's easier to get in, but sometimes it can be harder to get out because they inspect the car and then the mileage, and there's like all these limitations that they give you. But some people just want the hottest new car, every couple of years. So if that's what you want to do, financially, I wouldn't say it's the best idea, but...
No, it's not the best financial idea because when you buy your car, like a home, you build equity. Ultimately, you pay your car off, and now you have an asset, right? You have something of value. And some cars hold their value better than others, but at least typically most people, it's a 5-year term. You finish paying off your car, it's an asset. It could still be worth $15,000, $20,000 or more dollars. That would ultimately be the down payment on the next vehicle. When you lease, you start from zero each time, right? You haven't built any equity. You've basically thrown that money away. If you're not a business, you can't write it off, right? So, yeah, be careful what you do out there, making those decisions. Remember, we're all about growing money, making money make money. You're not making money when you lease and you do not have a business that you can write it off on. All right, great. Let's roll into the next question of the day. Tuesday was, how do you handle failure? Well, great question. Failure oftentimes get people down. You're depressed. Oh, I failed, this and that. But I think if you look at failure as a stepping stone, it's a positive thing, right? I sometimes love to fail because failing means you're growing, right? Because we don't know everything right out of the gate, whatever we may be doing in life, trying new things, this and that, and you fail, right? And there are different levels of failure, right? And as long as you learn something from that failure, whatever it may have been, you didn't actually fail, you grew. Think about that, right? So it's not a negative if you fail. It's actually a positive. You grew in some manner. Right, Faith? What do you think?
Exactly. Always learn from your mistakes. Nothing is truly a failure if you learned from it. And then don't make the same mistake again.
Try not to. Awesome. All right, let's go into Wednesday. What was question Wednesday?
Wednesday's question was, do you think you have a spending problem? Ooh. I think a lot of us have a spending problem, whether we like to admit it or not. And I do in a way. It's just hard because it's like we're people and we just want things. And
well, right. So when you say a spending problem, when you're spending money, right, they're usually on wants and not needs.
Exactly.
Correct?
I was thinking there's a difference between wants and needs, and there's like a lot of things, especially on social media. You're just going through Instagram or literally anything, and there's ads popping up, and they're like so good, and they get you, and you're like, oh my gosh, I need that. Like you don't need that, but like you need that.
Yeah, right. And you want it, and so try to catch yourselves, right? That's why these apps that track your money spending and what you do with your money, like Mint.com, and there's a bunch of others that do that for you. And when you could look back and it tells you the things you spent your money on, like, hey, last month I spent $478 on lunch. You're like, man, I got to stop going out to eat lunch so much. You know what I mean? And you'll catch yourself. And those are good tools to help you not overspend. Right? Because remember, we want to go ahead and indulge ourselves on some level because we work hard and we want to reward ourselves. But at the end of the day, guys, make money, right? So you can allow yourself even more luxuries later in life. Okay, awesome. Let's get on to the next question of the day, which was, do you have any questions for us? Yeah, we threw that out there. We're like, you know what? Maybe they have questions for us. Maybe we should throw out there. And guess what? I got a question. The question that came across was, one of the questions was, should I spend the equity in my home on buying a rental property? And I thought, wow, that's a really good question, right? And the answer is, it depends, right? Now, it depends because if your home that you currently own, right, and the market's been unbelievable for a couple of years now, and the the growth rate of equity on the homes have been right around 20%, which is really high. Typically, on average, historically, homes grow 4 or 5% a year. So let's just use the average and not what's happened the last couple of years. So if we use the average of 4 or 5% growth on equity on your home, but you find an investment that's going to grow at 8, 9, 10% more, right? Double than what your money's growing at your house, then I say yes. Pull that equity out, put that money to work somewhere else where it's going to work, get you double the return that it is in your home, right? Now, if you can't find an investment that makes twice as much as what your home is making you, then no, leave your money in there. So that's why the answer is it depends. So it depends where you live. Check out what's going on in your area, how your equity's growing in your home, and if it's growing, at that 4 or 5%, and you can double, great. Again, it's been 20% for almost 2 years. Not likely you're going to find something at 40%, although there are investments out there that can make you that. So just be careful on making those decisions. Do some math, and then make your final decision. All right, great. Let's finish off with the last question of the day. Faith, what do we have?
The last question for Friday is, what is one of your favorite life quotes? So one of my favorite life quotes, I feel like I made this up in high school, but like I'm not the origin of this, but it's dreams do come true. And I live by this almost every day. It's my inspiration. It's what keeps me going. I mean, things happen in life that like you just get lucky, and like things happen to me and I'm like, see, dreams do come true. Like it's like sometimes people feel like the world is against them, that like life sucks and it's hard, but like not all the time, like try to be like positive and inspirational for yourself, and realize that you may have a dream and dreams do come true.
It's a great quote. There's so many out there. And it's hard for me to pinpoint one. I think for me, just off the top of my head right now, because I really didn't give this a lot of thought, quote, work hard, play hard, right? I love to work. What I do every single day, I don't consider work. I consider living. It's life, right? I want to go out there and live, right? I'm not the type of person that wants to lay around the couch and just be lazy. I want to get out there and I want to accomplish things on a daily basis. Since I've been an entrepreneur pretty much most of my life, probably almost 40 years now, that it's not enjoyable to lay around. Saturday is the same as Wednesday to me, right? I don't look at the weekend as, oh, it's weekend, let's go party, have fun. If I want to party on Wednesday, I party on Wednesday. You know what I mean? So work hard, play hard, right? When it's time to go play, I enjoyed myself. I treated myself a few weeks ago, a nice 4-day trip. As a golfer, I went to Pebble Beach and played Pebble Beach, Spyglass, and Spanish Bay. Huge treat. But I work hard, and I earned it. And yes, everybody who's in the golfing world knows that's not a cheap trip, but it was worth it. I enjoyed myself and got it off my bucket list. So, yeah, work hard, play hard. Awesome. Guys, if you like what you're hearing and seeing, do what, Faith?
Subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Share with your friends.
Share with your friends.
Keep coming back every week, because we will be here every week for you guys.
Yep.
Follow us on all of our socials.
And leave comments. We want to hear more of your comments. They're coming in. We love to hear them. I know a lot of you guys are watching the daily question of the day videos, but go ahead, comment on them. Comment on them,
Please.
all right? We love to hear the comments. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you next week on
Question of the day.
All right, take care.